Jeg habe den Krümmer til forresten. Meh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, gotta adjust my microphone here a little bit. How's everyone doing? I'm a little bit confused. Someone did this Gang C6C came in asking something in Spanish. Best I can do is German, my native language, and English. So I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what you want from me. Whoops. Oh well. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I hope you had, or you have, a great start of your day. Today we are going to do some pixel arting. Because I can. Hey, Monkey Skull, how are you doing? Hello, 1010EXE, I guess? I think 1010 sounds better than 1010. So I'm just gonna call you 1010 from now on. So yeah, today we're gonna be pixel arting. Yes, I'm the only one here. Ow! You do Spanish! Okay, good to know. Monkey Skull, my official Spanish Dolmetscher, translator. Oh, you are of the Spanish. Even better. That's good. That's very useful. Good to know. I mean, you can't even say that I'm spambot upgrade. You can't even say that I'm ignorant because my native language is German and I had to learn English in school. So I'm already speaking more languages than most Americans or Brits do. By default, that's our default setting. We have to learn English. It has its perks though. It has its perks. So, before I start rambling on and on, let's hop over to Le Digital Art. Yeah, Europe be like that, especially if your native language is not English. Most of the time, or in most countries, it's actually so that, or in a lot of countries at least, I think especially in Scandinavian and Northern European, because Scandinavia is just, as far as I'm concerned, Norway, Sweden, and Finland? Oh, god damn it, I don't even know my own continent. How embarrassing is that? Here it is way less prevalent to know more than the 2 or 3 main languages. Understandable. I'm just happy that I learned English in school and that I technically even enrolled in English classes early, voluntarily, because I really wanted to know stuff. I really wanted to learn how to English. Gave me a teeny tiny head start. In 5th grade, nowadays, our children are actually already being confronted with English, I think in grade 2, which I have the feeling it might overwhelm some children. It could actually overwhelm some children, so I'm not quite sure if that's the best idea to do. However, technically English is my second language, now more my only. Oh, so you kind of got out of practice in your native tongue. I see. I can somewhat relate. All right. Without further ado, last time we did a tile set that I, by accident, made a little bit too small. We're still gonna be using it. So now I actually scaled the tile set that I had before, the 32 by 32, and I really want to turn down the music here a little bit. Come on. Spotify, why won't you let me just turn down the... There we go. Now I upscaled the original tile set to 64 by 64, so I have a reference for the actual size tile set. It's a bit of an oopsie I did, but we're still gonna use the 32 by 32 at some point. Maybe in some kind of secret level or something. We'll see. So that's at least the thing as of now. I actually, over the weekend, did some preparation work. I did a few tileable or a few repeatable patterns for tile sets on my tablet, which, let's put that into wraparound mode, is first of all this new dirt-ish, yeah, this new dirt pattern. Then I also have a sand pattern ready. For a forest kind of look, I also got this nice pattern, and I actually wanted to do a swamp pattern too, but somehow this doesn't look swampy. This kind of looks like I don't know, something organic, something that could fit into the nether if I were doing a Minecraft texture pack. Whoopsie. Oh, maybe we can use it for something. But yeah. So what I will do is I'll copy over this thing first, and then we'll work on the 64 by 64 tile set. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same. Kind of. My brain is currently not quite up to speed. But I have eaten, so I cannot blame an empty stomach. At least not yet. Where was I? Funny thing, I had my meds half an hour ago, so it should be better. I shouldn't be forgetting that much. I upscaled this. Ideally in a way that it's not being blurry and stuff like that. I kind of want to copy that over. It's not the same color palette, at least not exactly the same color palette, but it'll be fine. I can work with this. At least we have a base for the stuff that I want to do. You get food finally? Basement's so cold. Oh yes, I got you. I threw some cookies down the stairs. I hope you're fine with that. It's a pack of the good cookies. The soft lemony ones. Monkey finally gets some food. Oh god. I should probably put that as a... Oh yes. Let me see. Maybe I can put that as a little bit of a point reward. Can I just do point... Channel points reward queue? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Because, not gonna lie, I kinda want to add a channel reward, a point reward that says feed monkey skull. Just for shits and giggles, so I don't have to do it. Let's see, rewards theater. Theater. Oh, I have to log in again. Let's do this real quick. So that everyone can actually feed you. Add reward. Feed the monkey. Feed monkey's skull with your channel points. Let's do 500. Currently don't have a media source yet. I might need to do that. Background color, I'll give you a blue. Remember to water and feed your monkey twice a day, like a plant. Yeah, you're a plant now. Limit redemptions? Nah. Per user, per stream? Nah. Enable global cooldown. Let's give it 10 minutes cooldown, so you're not overfed. I'll change. I'll give it something to play as soon as I actually have something nice for it to do. You might have noticed my brain is currently not in the best of conditions because I already had a little bit of, let's just say I did quite a bit by going grocery shopping, which I didn't manage to do last week. There was way too much on my plate. So it's a bit meh. However, we can finally do some pixeling and arting. Kind of need to add some snap to... Why is snapping to grid not working the way I'd like to? Can I please snap my stuff to the grid? Now, I'm not quite sure if this is already good enough. Oh, Earl. You're having a sore throat? How about you try some tea with honey? That usually helps for me. I'm not quite sure if that might be a bit too big, because that kind of texture is already a bit more detailed than the other one. You usually go out to shop or order? I can't even order here. The problem is first of all, I have a minimum requirement of what I have to order if I have the option to order. So I have to at least order for $50, which for my needs is not worth it. I usually go grocery shopping for like my usual budget is around 30 to maximum $40, but that's also if I need to buy new coffee. If it's without coffee, then it's usually around 30-ish. And second of all, there's only one store that does that around here. So I actually have to go out to go shopping, to go grocery shopping, which is a bit annoying on one side. On the other hand, I at least get out of the house. So I kind of touch grass by doing my groceries. It has its perks. Certainly has its perks. So why should I not? Let's put it like that. Not sure if that texture might be a bit too big. I mean, I do like it. Kind of looks like coffee beans and potatoes. Like dark russet potatoes or something. Really like that. I'll keep that as... Wait. Do I not need... I could technically do a better, a better template. It's good for you, yeah. Gotta human sometimes. It's not even about humaning, but actually going outside and having... and catching at least like 2 or 3 sun rays, so I'm not going to end up with a vitamin D deficiency or something like that. It's not great, tell you that much. What I'd like to do is actually make a proper template for what I'm doing here, because at this point I have the weird suspicion that if I don't do a template, I might end up just messing up the whole tile set as is. So let's turn off that. Call it ref. Especially when I go grocery shopping, I rarely human. I'm kind of happy when I don't have to. Most of the time. Not because I don't like humans, but mostly because I don't know what to do with humans. I'm pretty fine with the whole superficial kind of deal. Just doing superficial interactions. Everything beyond is just like, I don't know what to do here if I don't have anything in common with that person. It's kind of weird. Just doesn't feel right to just interact with people I have absolutely nothing in common with. Take that for what you will. All right, let's just block out the parts that I need. Ideally, I also want to make it at least somewhat even. Problem here is I actually have to calculate some stuff. Okay, we're at... Can I actually see where my mouse pointer is at? Ah, 265 to 238, so we're... 18. So I technically also need 18 on this side. 64. This one looks like 86. I need 2. No. Does not quite fit. $82. Okay, 82 should actually fit perfectly. And then I kind of want to have the same on top and bottom, so that's at least it's at least somewhat unifying. We have 30 from the top. And then I need technically 30 from the bottom. I just need to see where the border is here. 92, so 92, so I have to get back at 72. Faldi does maths. Part 1, 2, and 3, now in your cinema. I hope not. Because I got the feeling that me doing maths is just incredibly boring. Though I do like doing it. Sounds crazy, but I do like doing maths every now and then. Okay, how the hell am I going to... I might need to do an extra little thing for this. Because it works with that. But how the hell am I... I don't understand my own tile set for some reason, and that's not great. Alright, here we... I think I'm gonna go for 5 flat to make it easier for me. So 5 pixels to one side, and then I also want to have 5 pixels to the other, which here would be... Just one more pixel. Oh, that's convenient. What's funny is I used to be anxious with people. Now I joke with people around me. Like yesterday I told the cashier after my friend buying piercing products, I don't know why you helped my friend. He deserves to lose that ear. Busted out laughing, I'm weirder now. Yeah. I mean, if you can do that just on a surface level, if it's just short term kind of engagement, I have no problem with that, because then I don't have to worry in the long term how that person might feel about me. My problem is usually the long term. If I have to, if I actually have to get along with a person long term, I don't know how to. Which might sound a bit weird, because apparently I'm a really nice person. Maybe too nice for my own good, but then apparently there is something that is throwing people off for some reason, and I can't even tell you what it is. Right, I might need to use those tiles as a better reference. Which also means I'll just have to pick these up. If we stayed there, I'd just be roasting him in the long term. Okay, yeah. Not quite what I meant, but I get it. Wait, I could actually just take all the tiles and move them up. Like this. Samba de Janeiro. kind of weird having to do it like this. It gives me at least a way to do a proper template for those. Let's just call that template. Boom! And then I can just use those parts here to do my little tile set. So now I'll just use the poly tool. Which one do I use? Which one's best for that? I want that filled in the foreground color and no outline. Let's see if that works. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, I was more thinking about people that you kind of have to get along, like, I don't know, co-workers, other students, stuff like that. Because I always have the feeling that I'm doing something wrong. Friend groups where you're not quite established, that's also something where I'm just like, I don't really know if what I'm doing is right. But hey, I'm trying. Even managed to force my ass outside and do some quote-unquote fun stuff every now and then. Every day I get along. That's nice. Just really wish my social anxiety wasn't like that. That's all. Just crack jokes and find something in common to talk about. Yeah, that's usually also how it works for me. It's just when you don't find anything in common or don't find much in common where I'm just like, what am I doing here? Why? It just feels kind of weird not being able to contribute much to a discussion because I'm not really interested. But if all else fails, you ask him, what are you up to or into? Make them do the talking. Yes, make them do the talking. That's what I really like to do. Because then I can just do some... Just do the me thing and ask questions if something interesting perks up within the what are you into. That's also what makes some people really easy to talk to when they really like to yap about one thing. As weird as it may sound, it also makes them to a part somewhat predictable. But in a good way. Because I know what they like, and when I know what they like, it's much easier to make them happy. Let's go. Not quite sure if I should go with that pixel or that pixel, but that pixel looks more right. But yeah, you're right, Monkey Skull. People really like to talk about themselves. When people talk about other people, you should really pay attention to how they talk about other people. Because that usually shows you if you should stay away from a person or not. Because as soon as you notice that they just keep talking bad about other people, you know you should stay away from that person. Especially if it's always everyone else's fault. You should be very cautious about a person that's always seeking the fault to their problems at someone else's doorstep. Just really something that should raise the good old red flags, so to speak. All right. The rest I could probably just wing. I just wanted a template for the start. Easy to spot the bad apples. Yes, very easy to spot the bad apples like that. Alrighty. Now, what did we say here? 30 pixels? No. 18, I think. When they open their mouths, they give the game away. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sometimes you don't quite notice it until it's too late. It's usually a good way, a good point to pay attention to. English, not quite my strong suit, she says while being fluent in it. All right. Let's do the platform first. Probably go with the Dutch stift. I know I'm English and I'm doing English and I'm doing German in one tile set, but as long as the people that are working with it can still decipher my bullshit, why should I complain? Was it shift or control D? I'll just go for shift. So let's do the Dutch stift with shift. That was bad. I should just be able to do some... I think that texture is a bit too big. I think I should actually make it a bit smaller. It feels a bit too bulky. What do you think, Monkey Skull? Oh, also got myself an energy drink from the grocery store. I mean, as long as they're on sale, on discount, why should I not? Now that it's been about an hour since I took my meds, should be fine. My blood pressure should be alright. I really feel like I need to add a bit more, like make the texture smaller. Let's see if I can actually make those tiles a bit smaller. I'm not happy with how big it comes out in the tile set. Can I just do... What's wrong with them? It looks huge. If I have to actually make some... If I actually have to crop it down on the outside, I have to figure out a way to make it look nice. And looking at this, I kind of want to have a bit of a smaller texture. Make them smaller, yes. I mean, technically, I got an idea. Technically, I could just take the whole thing. Scale it down to... %50. Do I want that? Do I want to try that? Let's duplicate it and give that a shot. Just for shits and giggles. So, down to 50% on both sides, please. $50. No, not 2,000. Faldi, pay attention what you're doing. You see my problem there, right? It's just too much. Too big. I mean, if I duplicate it now and just... copy that over like this. Then it could work, because then the texture is a bit smaller. It's just a bit too repetitive, right? But then I can just merge all of this and see if I can figure out a better way to do it. Yeah, let's merge all of this. Merge group. Then I'll see if I can do this a little bit better. Because I kind of want to have it a little bit smooth, but not too smooth. It's kind of weird. Now I can actually add a few more details in here so that it's not too repetitive. Maybe also get a few stones. A little bit of a facelift. Well, not really a facelift, but give them a bit of a different shape. Looks good. Eyes are getting cross-eyed staring at it. Ah, oh, come on. Not sure if that's supposed to be nice or mean. Just don't want it to look too repetitive, that's all. Maybe even adding a little bit of an extra here. Nah, I want to add an extra there. Then maybe make that rock a bit smaller over there. And add a few darkish pixels here. Just look at that. Can barely see that it used to be four tiles of the same shape. Yeah, you can barely tell. Much better. Very much like that. So let's copy that in and see how that's doing. Because I do like me the detailed textures. It's also, I actually at some point wanted to do a Minecraft texture pack myself. Problem was just I never managed to finish it. Like most of my ideas. So if I actually manage to finish an idea that's a bit of a long-term-ish project, then that's worth celebrating. That's actually worth celebrating. I'm staring hard. There's a break in the center of the block design. It's making it stand out more, whether the arrangement is working. Yeah, I think that's working much more nicely. So let's copy that down to... Where's my... Oh, wait. I'm already here. All right, so I'll just push you down there, duplicate you, and put you back in here so I can just push that, not all of it, just that one tile, push that over. There we go. It's gonna look interesting. All right, now we just have to crop it down to size, left and right. No, just put the template on the background to make it easier. At least for now. Doesn't even need to be much. I just need a little bit of extra pixeling here and there. Then everything should fit nicely together. Just takes a few pixels to make things work already. That's the nice thing about pixel art, but it's also the hard thing about pixel art. Because a few pixels can also ruin everything. I'll just name it in a German fashion. Right now, it's much easier for me to do it like that. Just using the first. I'll need some light. Give me a sec. Just doing the first word that comes to mind. I don't mind if you're quiet. Or am I quiet? I focused? I should actually be. Am I quiet? No, I'm not quiet. Or is my mic just not picking me up properly? Been yapping the whole time! How the hell can you not hear me? Oh. We got ads! Ads! I'll see you in 3 minutes. Well, somewhat. Also, I need to pee, so I'll be right back. Just need to carefully put my controller out of the way. I'll be right back. I has returned. But you apparently not yet. Attic? I don't even have an attic! Alright, ads are over. How do you have such an excellent internet service down there? I don't know! You tell me! Apparently your internet in my basement is better than mine. Even more so, I'm wondering how the hell... Hi, Rise! You have a new hobby? Let me guess. Linux Rising. It's just kind of funny how you are Rice and customizing your Linux distribution is called Rising. So you basically turn your name into your hobby. So do tell me. What's your new hobby? If it ain't actually Rising, which I find a little bit hilarious, not gonna lie. Going into Windows hate group and laughing at all the problems they have. Not gonna lie. I find that hilarious as well, so I can understand that. Absolutely, especially all the recent bullshit that's going on. It's just it just feels beautiful to know that I wouldn't even say that we have the superior operating system because we do have our problems on Linux and we do have a lot of it, but we're at least capable enough to take care of it ourselves. Instead of just leaving everything to Microsoft and pray for a patch that fixes it. I have started going down the Ricer rabbit hole. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. To be fair, I'm actually also considering figuring out how to make my own UI. Problem is, PKOS has a bit of a weird file setup, so I kinda have to find out first what I'll need to do. Might want to keep that one open. How long could you last in a room that absorbs 99% of the sound? Probably longer than most people. Because I'll have earbuds. I mean, open the door. That's also an option. Monkey kind of thinking out of the box. I appreciate that. Yeah, probably would last longer than you think. Because as I said, headphones are a thing. Just because the room absorbs sound too well doesn't mean that I'm incapable of listening to music. You know what I want already? I have a few installed. Need Hyperland Kitty. I got Netdata Fuzzy. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. A bunch of things I can't remember. I have a list. To be fair, I'm not a big Hyperland fan, but that's a me thing. I kind of prefer my my UI to be simple enough to customize so that I don't really have to think about, I don't know, meddling with configuration files, to be honest. Banana Juju in the middle of the Black Sea. You should probably just watch her. She can be hilarious. Though I wish she would do a little bit more than just the good old reaction content. I don't know. It's kind of meh. And sometimes she kind of feels a bit pandery, but I can imagine that what she says she actually does mean to a degree. Especially when she's really there are quite a lot of moments where she actually speaks from the heart, so I would not accuse her completely of being more pedal-ish. I'm pretty sure that there are some things here and there where she's kind of just going like, hey, that's popular, let's talk about that. Which, to be fair, you kind of have to do when you're on social media and want to get somewhere. So I absolutely understand why she's going down that route. Wouldn't just feel right if I did it. Like I can't really do stuff that I'm forced to, and that may or may not be an ADHD/autism thing. Like I have a hard time just doing something that I wouldn't personally do, but am told to do. God, that sounds so weird. But it's not wrong. She a yap. It starts with React and ends with gaming lately. Okay, if it ends with gaming, that's cool. Whoops, that's a bit too far. Also, why the hell am I using my keyboard? I do have a controller for me to use. Oh yeah, now I know why I'm using the keyboard. I think what I wanted to say is that in German it would be zwiegespalten when it comes to her authenticity, but I wouldn't completely say that she's dishonest. More that she's probably just doing it so that she's kind of fitting in with the YouTube and streamer crowd a little bit. Which is okay. If you can do it, fine. I just can't. It's not my thing to do. Yeah, I actually want to make the bottom here a bit darker. Has anyone seen that reel of a baby deer being killed? No! My feed is not that violent. And it's probably because I mean, you're talking about Instagram feeds. My Instagram feed is usually filled with arts, crafts, a little bit of old fashion because I'm kind of into that as well. Jesus, Earl. And I have to admit, for some reason, on my Instagram feed, I also have pretty alternative boys. Or men. More men than boys. At least I hope it's more men than boys. Some of them look quite young, but that's not my fault if Instagram is just pushing that onto me. So don't blame me, blame Instagram. I prefer my thirst traps of age, please. I have a lot of art and goofs in my feed. Very funny, I love it. Especially, I really like to watch what other artists are doing to here and there get a little bit of inspiration. Sometimes I'm actually getting inspired by it. And sometimes I'm just like, hey, cool stuff, cool artist, nothing I'd do. I got alt. Yes, yes. Sometimes I get some alt boy / men thirst traps. It's not my fault. At least I think so. Maybe it is my fault because it's kind of nice to use them as reference for male characters. And I do have a weakness for long haired metal heads. No! That was not what I wanted. YouTube gives me goth girls. Never search. Targeted the shit out of me. Oh, monkey. Oh, monkey. My feed is filled with horror and okay, I can appreciate the Unix porn very much. I'm kind of surprised. Are we talking Instagram or are we talking Reddit? Because Reddit is more the Unix porn type of thing. Okay. Ah, there we go. Should I directly try to make foliage on top? YouTube. Okay, okay. Yeah, YouTube is a bit more. Reddit is just memes and Linux and Windows hate. Well, r/Unix porn. If you need a subreddit for your taste, r/Unix porn. It exists. It's great. It's not what most people would think. It's just making your beloved operating system so pretty that you're just going like really like love this. I have yet to get to that point, to be honest. I actually already have somewhat of an idea, but I do not have the skills for it. Don't know what that uni is and not searching at work. Don't worry. Unix porn is safe for work. It's just very, very pretty desktops. It was for... Jesus Christ, Earl, what are you watching? You really need to watch something a bit more wholesome. Because you really... I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to at least try to watch something a bit more wholesome. You're doing yourself no favors. Do I like that green? I think I do. Used Rainmeter when I was on Windows. Yeah, it's kind of sad that we don't have stuff like that exactly. Because I used to use a skin on Rainmeter that I kind of miss. Was basically just the Skyrim menu. I love that one, and I kind of want to have something akin to that as a KDE widget. Oh, you need to wash your eyes, watch some Rise and Fall the Unix porn and report back to me. Monkey Skull, don't worry about it. It's really just pretty desktops. To be fair, at this point, everyone should probably, especially in the States, should be considering switching to Linux. I mean, if you're looking at what kind of legislature is around the horizon, you kind of want to recommend just everyone just switching over to Linux. Because it's really hard to regulate open source. Those reels are popping up every time I'm going to sleep. You're doing it to yourself, you know that. It's your algorithm. Unix porn would change and possibly ruin your life. I've done nothing but browse how to customize my setup. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, that's looking so much better. It's just the good old, I don't know how to do this, but I love the way it's looking. And I really want to do my own. As I said, I've already looked into figuring out how to make your own KDE theme. And I'd really love to do that. The only problem I have is the fact that I don't know where my themes are saved. It could be a Pika OS thing that they're just putting the stuff somewhere where it's safe and you can't fuck with it. It could also be me being incredibly stupid, which is probably more likely. I mostly just don't want to affect my own algorithm. I got goth girls, man. Not gonna ruin my PC builds now. Lemau. Do I want to add another layer of foliage just to get a bit more detail in here? I could. Yeah, it's kind of scary what Earl is looking at. Also, watching that stuff all the time is technically, I think, not really good for your psyche. So you might mess up your brain with that. I would not recommend. Maybe having a day or two with that in your feed is fine, but I wouldn't go out and watch that stuff all the time. Multiple YouTube accounts for different things. Well, okay, every now and then I just delete my my history to see what YouTube is recommending then. That's how I handle that. I have the feeling that this is just way too much contrast there. Kind of want to have that as a highlight color instead. So maybe go somewhere around here. That's much better. I mean, technically, I also have multiple YouTube accounts, YouTube channels, technically. Though I'm not using my other channel that much. What I like to use is PocketTube and Pocket Play. That's also nice. If it was a bit more stable, I would probably use GreyJ more. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a bit better there. Not sure if it might be too saturated though. PocketTube is the best. You can do folders of all your favorite channels and then you can export and never lose them. Then why is not a feature already? I mean, technically you can do the same with GreyJ, just put different content creators into certain categories. For example, I have a gaming category and a podcast category just for that. PocketTube. There will be more to come once that month comes again. Yes, but exposing yourself all the time to that horror stuff might not be good for you. Just listen to your mom. Sometimes you need something wholesome as a palate cleanser. Yeah, that's much better. It's not perfect, but it's definitely much better. So yeah, trust me on that one. Sometimes you just need something wholesome. As a real nice palate cleanser. Watch some funnies. Yes, watch some funnies! For example. Cat videos are always a fan favorite. D&D session animated snips are great. Sometimes I would love to just record the tabletop stuff I'm in for shits and giggles and animate that. Problem is, it's all in German. So it makes it a little bit difficult to actually make it work. Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, I'd love to do some just tabletopping animated, whatever kind of system, because it's always kind of fun. Want to delete that. Then slopes S is these two, which I'm not gonna touch yet. Platform, I'm not sure what the platform is, but I definitely know the thin platform. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. At least in my book it is. The main problem is that most people won't understand what people are saying, and sometimes it's kind of hard. Just subtitle in English and YouTube shorted. Yes, but it's kind of hard to translate German humor. I have to admit, it's a bit difficult. Especially in a way that it works in English. And if you, for example, are in a campaign where one of the characters really loves to make puns, German puns, then they don't translate as well. It's a bit of a downside when it comes to anything language barrier. Humor is very difficult to translate properly or well. Left. And trust me, I know quite a few people that really love to make puns or have a humor that really just works in that language. Let alone that I probably won't get the permission to even record them in the first place. So I'm not gonna bother. Even though it would be really funky. Sometimes I have the weird suspicion that you're just a bot. And this kind of looks like potatoes, but I'll stick with it. I like the potato style. I am, after all, just a potat. That makes it a lot smoother. I think I'll stick with that. And that's at least every now and then. Sometimes I really don't know what Oral is on about. Just going really random. I'm not sure sometimes if he's a bot or if he's just typing anything that comes to mind. It's kind of interesting. DM down middle. Now I'm afraid I will be vanquished by you. Well, at least you're not one of those weird spam bots that's just going, yeah, join my Discord or something like that. You're not a spam bot. You're just very unaware of your surroundings, I guess. Just really hard to actually understand you, so to speak. But don't worry. Don't worry about that too much. Don't use the... I'm not gonna... Unless you're starting to get really, really annoying, which is going to take a while. As I said, I only vanquish the bots that are just advertising something or trying to scam me. 'Cause I see through their facade. Wait. Now I'm doing the normal platform. What the hell am I? What am I doing? There we go. This one's gonna be mid-right. Yeah, still works fine. Okay. I kind of want to use that reddish here. It's a T? Yeah, it is. It is. Now I get it. To be fair, it's far from done. There's so much I need to do here. Could actually Make a dent in here, make a little dent in there. Also make a little dent in here. And would still work. Maybe add a pixel there. Just very small changes here and there. As long as it still connects at the top and the bottom, we're all right. TM, top, middle. So the first letter is the row and the second letter is the column, more or less. Makes it really easy for me to figure out which thing I'm working on without having to name my items fully. Now this is going to be funky because I'll technically have to make a seamless grass texture, which I am not super confident in. I guess I'll figure it out. Which also means I can technically just turn that off. Now, I don't want to use this one, obviously, because this is a whole grass tile instead of just a grass border. So we kind of want to make an extra thing. And for this one, I actually need to... What was it again? Select filter tool settings? No. View? Yes, view is the right one. And we do want to wrap horizontally. Just found that out recently that you can actually do that, so yay me, I guess. And what we want to do is actually take the colors I already used and turn that into a somewhat appropriate or appropriately big grass texture. I kind of want to put that into an extra group just to be safe. And maybe clip it onto the layer below. Then we'll take the highlight color and carefully add just a few, maybe a few more leaves here and there. We'll also do the same for the trees and bushes. It's gonna look really nice. All right, sleep well, Earl. And don't watch too many creepy videos before you sleep. Do it for your brain. It sometimes wants something wholesome. Trust me. Kind of like the way this is looking. Maybe I'll keep that. Let's make a new layer from visible. Turn that off. Then let's copy that over onto the grass tile set. Almost looks the same. Almost looks the same. Then I can just, first of all, I can just copy that over to the other two sides. Then I just need to make it go down, ideally. Making tiles is not that hard. You just have to know what you're doing. I could, technically, on the bottom ones, I could add another shadow layer just to make it look a bit more three-dimensional. Not sure if I actually want to though. So maybe I'll try it just to see what it would look like, but not yet. All right, let's go top left. And delete the stuff that we do not need. Just so we have an idea on how we need to maybe change a few things, like there. Oh, we got ads. It's break time, guys. See you in 3 minutes. I mean, I'm still here, but you know what I mean. I'm not going anywhere, at least right now. I don't. Also still need to order that new chair. Because we have a crazy among us. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. I could actually do with a snack or just keep sipping. 1 10-second ad. Well, every little bit counts. Oh. Ah ha ha ha. Ooh. Hi John, how are you doing? How's it going? Currently in an ad break of a few seconds. A few more seconds. Currently I'm working on stuff. Doing great. You've just been talking with someone to doing some editing work. Nice. So nervous. I hope I didn't kill the job. I don't think so. I don't think so. You'll be fine. You're a good person. Just one less person for me to edit my stuff. Nah, it's alright. I might need to go a few pixels down on that stuff. Oh, we're back from the ad break. Alrighty. Yeah, let's just punch that a few pixels down, hopefully. So that it's somewhat even-ish. Well, I likely would still have time for your stuff. Oh, that's good to hear. If I ever manage to capture some footage again. Just the creator wants to double their weekly streams, so there will be more work for me than expected. Hey! More work also means more pay. Look at it like that. And you are leaf, and you are leaf. All right, let's get rid of some stuff here. Shouldn't be too hard, just need to erase as far as I need to, and then it already looks like it has never been any different. Might need to change something around there because there the grass is kind of going all over the place instead of just down here, but it'll be fine. I'll figure it out. Ah, fits together perfectly. I love that. I just wish I could be a bit more useful to other content creators. Like, all I can do is draw and maybe animate. TR for top right. And I'm not sure if what I can do is actually useful for any content creator in a way that I hope it would be. Wish I could draw better and be as creative as you are. It is a learned skill. So go practice. Practice, practice, practice. Wouldn't even say that practice makes perfect, because that's technically not entirely true. It's not just practice that makes perfect, but it's definitely helping. Made modern art once as a joke. I still have it. Used it as a wallpaper for a few years. Hey! Almost sounds like you made useful art. Kind of. To be honest, I really like to use my own work as wallpaper. Especially on my phone. I'll post it in G's so you can laugh at... Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad, Rice. Let alone that I'm not laughing at someone else's art. Unless it's meant to be funny. If it's meant to be funny, then that's something completely different. This is gonna be BL, bottom left. Oh no, DL, down left. So, do I want to make the corners round, or do I want to make them chunky? I mean, I actually made it chunky right there. I could still round them off here, but do I want to? Now I'll make it chunky. Might look better. I really hope that our programmer is soon actually implementing some of my stuff. Like, for instance, we still haven't seen, or we have yet to actually see the player character that I drew in game. And I really want to see it. I put so much effort into those character animations that it would be a shame if it just wouldn't happen. Really looks like a field of potatoes. But I love my potatoes. Very art, such modern. You sure you didn't leave your cousin alone with Microsoft Paint? Okay, that's kind of mean. Also kind of looks like me when I'm trying out new brushes. I made it as joke. Yes. I understand. I really do. I think. That's just your excuse. Can't remember why. I think I was watching Millionaire Houses and they had some $1 million. To be fair, the art market is a scam. Everyone knows it. Everyone admits it. But it is what it is. Because what's peddled in the economy as so-called art, and what's getting auctioned off most of the time is just artist sells picture to a friend. Friend sells picture back to artist for a higher value under a different name. Artist sells picture back to friend under a different name with a higher value. And that's how the art market works. It's economical incest, if you will. And since I don't have friends, my art is worth absolutely nothing. Nah, my art is at least worth as much as I put work into it. But on the art market, yeah, my stuff is absolutely worthless because I don't like this economical incest. Or better, I don't even have the fitting. I don't have the fitting connections for it. Let's put it like that. The art market is a scam. Everybody knows it. Everybody does tomato soup can about it. Yes! The difference between my paintings and high art is someone saying something vague and mysterious about the meaning, then it's art. Nah, it's just the economical incest is what's differentiating your stuff from the art market. That's all there is to it. How I could even make protest art just for that reason. Sadly, I did draw a stick figure for a competition, and I won the People's Choice Award, but I can't find the pic. A stick figure? Oh, please tell me you were 4. You're getting a People's Choice Award for a stick figure. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking nice. I really like that. Was only a few... Oh. Oh. You know, I always thought that no one can break my faith in humanity more. Then someone comes around the corner and goes like, oh, yeah, I won that and that award with just a few brushstrokes that I didn't even give a fuck about. Was in a Discord group of an artist I watched. I don't want to know how bad the other entries were. It feels... Okay, I feel dirty now. I have to admit, I kind of feel dirty now. For just talking like that. Just feels wrong. Don't draw, everyone else does. I just knew there was one detail I could add that would put me on top. The Canadian South Park version of a stick man with the split head. That's why I won. Okay! So it was more context based. Is that what I'm getting from it? I think I want to just get a few notches out of this. It's just kind of sad the way the quote-unquote art market works. Because as a rookie artist, you basically have no chance unless you have connections, and even more connections. Almost a little bit depressing, to be honest. But that doesn't deter me from making art for the simple reason that I crave it. I need it. I need to paint. I actually haven't been painting in a while. I noticed. Need to change that. Gotta be careful with Krita though, it's addictive. Yeah, it can be. It can be, especially with all the brushes that the community is providing and stuff. It's kind of hard to resist against just downloading new brushes and try something new. Though for me, it's also kind of hard to resist the urge to just pick up, go to the art supply store when I'm in town and just go like, I want to try that out and that. Let's get another sketchbook, because why the hell not? Same with music. I got extremely lucky for the opportunities I've been given. Yeah. It takes quite a lot of luck to get into any industry nowadays. Luck and connections. The latter probably more than the former, which is my main problem. All right, so slope S is up here. Oh wait, no, I actually wanted to do the thin platform next. So let's go for that, which means that I need this. Then I'll just put that like this in the middle. Make 2 copies, one on the right and one on the left. Like this. And then I just going to delete that here. Delete that here, because we really just need a thin strip. Then I kind of want to just delete something from the sides. Ideally, I want to have it so that both sides are somewhat at the same length. This is 13 on that side. No, is it? Yeah, 13 on that side. And gotta do maths again. 192, so we kind of want to have, that's 10. We kind of want to get rid of 2 more pixels on that side. Doesn't make much of a difference because I'm going to add those 2 pixels one way or another. But for good measure, we're just going to do that. Then I can just technically go to that platform here, take the middle leaf and doobly-doop that. Because technically I should be just able to put that on here. Put that into this folder, and then I just add a few pixels down there to close it off. So let's just copy these, one here and one there. I think I want to delete that part here. And add a few pixels down there. Maybe add just 1 or 2 pixels over here. Not sure if I just wanna... Yeah, I think I actually do want to just delete that out there. Or maybe not. I'll just add a little bit of a pebble in there. So it doesn't look too empty. Hey Donut, how are you doing? How's it going? I hope you're having a good day, or at least a decent one. Tss, I'm not stinky. I did shower. Your neck pain went down further in the sense that it got better? Or that it got worse? Oh, just in pain. Oh, man. That sucks balls. And not even in a good way. Would not be surprised if you actually just need a good massage. But I also didn't do much to treat it. So you didn't even do what I recommended? Having something hot, like a hot water bottle or something on your muscles to maybe get them relaxed a little bit. No, I did that, but with the heater. Didn't work, I guess, or didn't work well enough. That's annoying. I just hope that your back is getting better soon. I do not like being touched, so messages aren't really gonna do so well. I mean, sometimes you just have to bite into the sour apple. And if a trained person does it, it's a completely different thing than a person that has no clue what they are doing. Speaking from experience, because if you have actually no clue what you're doing and you try to massage a person, you can do far more damage than good. I am not stinky! You are stinky! You are the stink. You're just projecting. You don't want to admit it. I think I actually might want to change that into one big boulder. Maybe just divide it up like that. And then add a little bit shading here. Kind of want to put that a bit further out over there. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Let's see, maybe add a few lighter pixels over here. So it's not clashing too hard. Maybe add a few more lighter pixels here. Oh, that's looking fine. I just need to crop the bottom there. Your butt cheek itches, but it hurts to move. Well, that's what I call shit luck. I need to stretch real quick. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Okay, I might actually need to put a heat pack onto my neck as well. Because my neck is a little bit sore. Probably, maybe it's an empathic response. Because you told me that your neck is just painful. But could also be because I've been pretty much sleeping on a couch for as long as I live here. Which, mind you, isn't too bad. The couch is actually pretty comfy. Just kind of sucks when you're laying on it a bit weird. Then you just feel like absolute crap the next day. My roommate sleeps on the couch. If you have a comfy couch, that's great. Technically, my couch is also pretty comfy. At least it's upholstered in a way that it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Sometimes I just get up and it just feels like I've slept on rocks. Maybe it's me just being too stupid to lay down in a fashion that I don't hurt my neck. She prefers her couch, so she let me get the red. Oh, that's nice. Getting older sucks ass. Oh, who are you telling? Who are you telling that getting in your 30s, you already have your first HDLC? Already like the way it's looking. It's really nice. You're barely older than me. Yeah, fine. Fine. It's alright. I think I fucked up with those slopes. You and monkey, I'ma schmeck you. No, you don't. You won't. You won't even be able to come here. Can't even show you my tongue. That's annoying. Ooh. I think I did undo an oopsie there. Let me have a real thonk here. And a big sip from my energy drink. Because those slopes don't quite add up. I guess these slopes should technically connect to the underside of this. But I'm not entirely sure if that's actually right. Not thong. Thonk with a K. A thonk. Another version of a think. I do thonks. Ah! God damn it! Donut! Yeah, I think that should connect to that. Or should that connect to that? I has a confuse. I think these should definitely connect to that. I'm not sure what these are about though. I'm confused by this tile set. Why? Guess I didn't do it right. But what I can do is at least do the platform donut. Like I did on the smaller one. We're just taking these 3 side pieces, pretty much inverting them. So I do need the top middle with the middle leaf. Might as well just merge them. And throw them into the donut. Oh wait. Donut. And you are top middle of the donut. No. You are down middle of the donut. There we go. Because you need to be right over here. All of these need to connect back up, so we have a dirt donut. Sounds weird, but it makes sense as soon as you can see. Then we need the middle left, which is then going to be the mid right. What did I do? You didn't do shit. Maybe that's the problem. Nah, it's all right. It's all fine. It just, I'm doing some mid right. There's the mid left, so I need a duplicate of you. Your mid left, then I'll put you into the right folder here. I'm just making a dirt donut. That's all. Preferably one that actually fits together. Feldy, stop being autistic, it's making me sleepy. It's how am I supposed to stop doing it? How am I supposed to stop? How am I supposed to stop being me? Tell me. And then we need TM, top, middle, right here. One more, come on. Okay, that should actually be pixel perfect. Good. Skill issue. Oh, come on. All right. The L? Yeah, down left. So I can just plonk it in here. I mean, technically, I'll just need the corner pieces, but it's just much easier. For real though, you have a soothing voice. Oh, thank you very much. When you aren't making all these sounds, at least. The sounds are part of the experience. Deal with it. All right, so that's that. So technically I'll need to just delete about that much. Hey man, I make unhinged sounds and noises too. Yes, good. Be a goblin. Be goblin with us. And then convert to Linux because we're superior. Nah, just shitting you. Not serious. Not serious at all. We're not superior. We're just better functioning. Which is kind of ironic. I'm not sure if you have ever been to one of my streams, but I do voices for... Of course. I've been trying to behave here with all that good stuff. I have my issues with fart jokes. It's not that I hate them. It's just at some point you just it's getting stale real quick. Also, we'll have ads in about 2 minutes ish. Just saying. Alright, so I kind of wanna just... I have a hard time controlling that part, so I'm not gonna start now. Well, then I'm just not going to be your audience. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for having a different taste. No, actually, I'm not. My taste is my taste.
I'm off to kill the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah, that's true. You're not doing it that often. Still wouldn't be kind of boring if everyone would like the same stuff. Always. I mean, if tastes wouldn't differ, we wouldn't have different kinds of art. Gotta think about that. Ooh, I think I really like that corner piece here. Would be really boring. If everyone would like the same. I mean, it would also be a shit ton, a load more peaceful. However, it would be really boring. Ah, there's my reference tile. All right, we have an ad break. Just so you know. My dad would go up to the door while I'm in. Oh God. Yeah, I'd probably take a bucket, fill that one up with water, just as revenge, and then pour it over him. Especially then when he's not expecting it. Then I would tell him that that's to clean his ass. Let's quickly save here. Ba, 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 ba. Yep. Always has been. To be fair, it's the standard one. I didn't bother to actually install a different file manager because I'm actually pretty happy with Dolphin. You hate it? It's pretty basic, so I don't mind. Comes out of the box, I can work with it. Sadly, the cloud functionality doesn't work as I'd like it to be working, which is a little bit annoying. I would love to actually connect that one to Proton, just so I can throw stuff into the cloud without even thinking about it twice. I am a little bit sad about that. And coming from Windows Explorer, it's great. Coming from one commander, it's garbage. Oh well. Alright. Ads are over. Good. Let's keep working. Cannot for the life of me get it to remember the sizes of the icons in the folders, so I'm going to whatever that file manager is. Yeah, I'm really not picky when it comes to my file managers. As long as it works. And I don't have to preload it, like, I don't know, North Heaven. I really don't get how they managed to mess that up that bad. Welcome back. Donut. I am because I have so many media types and I have very specific size I like to view them. Okay, that's fair. As I said, I'm not really picky about my file explorers. For a good reason. If I were, it would probably be a problem for me. I just was royally fed up with what Microsoft was doing. Welcome back, Monkey Skull. I hope you have a nummy lunch. kind of want to just... limit my work thingy to my tile. It doesn't look right. What do you mean it doesn't look right? It looks perfectly fine. I fail to see the problem here. It scares you. Ah, I see. Little scaredy donut. Being afraid of bananas. Oh, that works together nicely. Might be a little too dark back here. I think it's okay. I'm not too concerned about that. Still looks pretty great. I love it. I love it. Lovely. I just need to make that upper corner and that upper corner and maybe a few stalagmites and stalactites for the top one. Just to make it look a bit more interesting. Just some alternate top tiles here. That's the R. Down right. And actually just close that off. Then we need TL, top left. And that should actually be pretty easy. I can just technically delete the corner up there. And it still works fine. Just look at that. Yeah, that's super easy. Just have to delete a little bit of a corner. Then it's all right. Super duper easy. And that one's TR. And technically I can do exactly the same on the other side. I hope. Well, okay, I have to edit that part a little bit. It's time, but it's me, but square. Yeah, kinda. It's you, but squarish. I just need to change the shape of this a little bit. Then everything's already fine. Maybe delete that pixel. Just for good measure. Yep, looking nice. Too easy. Still not quite sure how to do those slopes. Maybe I'll do them off stream. Because I realized that I don't even know how those slopes work. Or how they are supposed to work. Also, I could technically do alternate slopes here and there with some stalagmites just to make them look a bit more interesting. Let's copy that and just copy that over because I want to do a few alternative tiles here and there. Because why not? Stupid phone call ads. Never seen them. Lucky me, I guess, that I'm not living in the US and A. Just drop the phone in my... Ow! How did you do that? You were passing... The hell? Okay, let's see. Yeah, that actually looks okay from afar. Maybe I'll add a few more darker pixels here and there. Could also add like a few dark-ish stalagmites, tides. I don't even know which one's which. And I think I'm probably not the only one who has that problem. I'm very, very certain that I'm not the only one who can't distinguish stalactites and stalagmites. Oh, I have an idea. Let's make a little hole here. And then we'll just go whoop, whoop. Ah, yeah, I love that. I love that idea. Could also do the same with the full tile. So you can just throw that in there as well. But this is really just to get a bit of variety every now and then. I mean, I could also make an extra cave tile just for this, or cave tile set just for this. But where's the fun in it? Still have no clue what to do with those slopes. Also, what I still have to figure out are those boxes. What am I gonna do with all those items? Oh, just saw that I need the thin platform to actually go over there. Oh great, now I forgot. How am I supposed to do that? Maybe by just that corner here is where the border is supposed to be. Right here. Ha! Did it. Easy. Easy! Let's do some ads. Not with 1D, with double D, of course. For example, these boxes. Now, we did have a nice design with this. However, with that resolution, it looks kind of boring. So maybe I do want to give it a bit more pizzazz. But I want to stick with the main design. So let's first do... Whoops, that was not what I was after. Let's first do the base color real quick. I think 5 pixels should do the trick for this. Now my problem here is that this box has too much anti-aliasing. So I might need to additionally put a border around this. Okay, I need a physical ruler right now. Where did my ruler go? Where did I put my ruler? There. And now I have to hope and pray. Push comes to shove, I'll just delete that row of pixels right underneath. And it'll be fine. Things are so much easier if you actually have a screen tablet, not gonna lie. Though they can also be so much harder. But yeah, I'm crazy enough to actually use a physical ruler just to make straight lines here. It's just the easiest way to put a straight line down. Oh, the corners are a bit too sharp. I think I actually want to add a bit of a dark pixel. Kind of want to try to get this as round as possible. Not quite sure if I can actually nail that. Ah, looks good enough. Looks fine. And I think I also want to add at least another layer just to see if I can make good design of this. I mean, we already have our main design, technically. Or maybe I can make more of it. That's a little bit too long. Kind of want it square. Yep. And then I want to try to maybe... Why does this not work? This did not quite compute. This computes much better. And if I can reproduce that on each corner, should actually look quite interesting. Kind of have to wing it. Is that actually square? Not quite. Now that's certainly not. Think that's right. It's kind of difficult to tell because the resolution is so big. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's right. Maybe I should just stick to pixel per pixel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and then we have our line right here. Ta-da! Then I just need one more down in that corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we have our line right there. Counting pixels. You have to love it to do it. At least sometimes. Kinda do. Alright, now I'm just gonna go let's say I'm going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 over. You know there is a built-in ruler in Krita to count pixels, right? I mean, yes, but I forgot. Oh, no. Yeah, probably should have done it the right way. Not quite what I was. There. Let's see how that looks. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I'm not entirely sure. It's the angle instrument next to the pin, I believe. So on the top and the left side. No. This one? Yeah, but then I have to actually change my... Nah. I have to change the tool just to get the measurements right, and then... No. That's not the way I rule. It's very likely that I just forget where the hell I was. Like now. Plop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plop, plop, plop. Plop. Plop, plop, plop. Plop. Plop, 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 plop. Is that border too close? Wanted to see what it looks like if I put that on here. I think that's a little bit too dense. Could also be a bit of a reference to the companion cube, depending on how I decide to... Oh, wait. I have an idea. I actually want to fill that. Not with the foreground color, with that. My problem is I can't do... I can't do fillings without anti-aliasing. It's a little bit annoying. Unless I go for the brush. I think if I go for... Nah, it's not working right. So maybe I actually have to do that by hand. And I do want to go for a color a little bit in between. Nah. Doesn't look right. That's not the right color. That could work, depending on how I pull it off. Merge, merge, and merge. I have one problem here. These need to be empty. Because I kind of want to use those highlight colors here. Maybe add a bit of a depth-ish effect. Alrighty. Good luck, John. Whatever you're doing. Yeah, I think that's already starting out pretty nicely. I want those to look like they're a little standing out a little bit more. This is a bit too dark for that. Usually my light point when I do stuff like that is always from the top left. Yeah, that's left. It's definitely left. I'm not quite happy with that. Maybe I do want to use that. That could actually work. Just to make a bit of a softer light and shade. Not really. Yeah, that looks more like it. Ba ba da. Ba ba da ba ba. Maybe I need to actually put one of those in between. This looks so nice. This looks so nice. And then I'll just put one here in between and add one of the darker ones. Well, as soon as you zoom out, you can actually see if it's working or not. That's kind of nice. This is going to be a bit more difficult because technically we have a shadow in this corner here. However, we do not have that much shade over there. Yep, that works. It looks like it actually has depth, which is somewhat surprising that I managed to do that. So we kind of want to add a few pixels of the base color when shading to kind of mimic an edge over here so that it actually looks somewhat 3D-ish. Feldy learns to manipulate pixels so things look 3D even though they aren't. Achievement get! I'll be snoozing those. Just doesn't quite look as good for... Looks like an inset, but don't like the shape of it. I'm not happy with it. However, honestly, I'm almost inclined to call it a day. I think I used up my brain juice enough today to get somewhere. I mean, this doesn't look half bad. Actually, it looks pretty good up until now. Maybe I'll do some alternative parts on those side parts here. I'll definitely finish. I might want to finish these on Thursday because tomorrow I'm... Welcome back, John. I was actually about to wrap up. So I was almost waiting for you to come back. So up until now, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. There's still a lot to do, of course. There's so much to do. I mean, we have to make high... we have to make high resolution versions of this, of all of these. Though the sky is going to be the easiest part. Not happy with that block, but I could consider if we're putting something on top, like a question mark or something, that this might be a good upgrade block, though I'm still in favor of having the holy tubs as upgrade blocks. Maybe I'll go over this again, though I really do like the way it's kind of sticking out here and there on the corners. Maybe I'll go over this another time, but not today. My brain had enough work for today, I would say. Tomorrow I won't be able to stream because I have some IRL stuff to do that I sadly cannot do on Wednesday. Oh well, it is what it is. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And until then, thank you very much for sticking around. If you're lurking, that's also okay. I hope I'll see you on Thursday then. Until then, bye bye.